Airline manager for Madrid, Spain. Madrid, Spain is one of the best hubs. Um, Not that great. There's better hubs in Madrid, Spain. But if you're looking in Europe and you want a good hub, you want to get something either in Portugal or Spain. I did a video about it already. And I've got two planes here. But this area is where you're going to get the highest ticket prices. And it's going to go to New Zealand and Eastern Australia. So I've got four planes that are parked here. And I am going to start routing them. I'm going to do an international route. I already know it's heading towards New Zealand, which is down over here. So I'm going to pick a midway point, which will be right here, Kuala Lumpur. I think I did that wrong. And then you hit stop over. Going to head for New Zealand. And then the demand looks good. 8,000 is a good ticket price. I do usually 7,900 and higher. If I wanted to save money, I could reduce the cost index because I only play to depart the planes like once a day. So I could do it. It would be no big deal, except for the fact it would take 2 days to get there. So I'm going to create the route. And then I got to look at the passengers. The passenger demand is a bit weird. You're going to take the 72 and divide it in half for the round trip, the 394 divided in half because of the round trip. So you go to details and then you go to maintenance and then modify. I'm going to click all of these. And then for first class, I'm going to bring it at 36. You could do more than 36 because you're never going to be full. And you want to make sure you see how it's 35 and 36. And as I move it, it still says 36. You want it right there in order to get the most passengers. And then the 394, you divide that in half. It's around 200. Again, you're never going to be full. So doing it at 200 is pretty good. I should be fine. But if you want to do it exact, you would bring it to 197. Then you hit the modify button. So that is being repaired. You know what? I forgot to do my maintenance. I hope you don't mind if I check my maintenance because I forgot to do it when I departed my aircraft. I don't think I'm going to have a problem. Just going to do it real quick. Every time you depart aircraft, you want to do maintenance afterwards because if you do it before, they're all parked, so you can't depart them. You do it after, they'll do the maintenance when they land. And then when you play the game again, hopefully the maintenance will be done. So I see another aircraft for Madrid that's right over here. I'm going to hit the route button. Do international route. Going to look at the Kuala Lumpur area. Denpasar. I've been to Denpasar. I've been to 25 countries, so I've been to a lot of places. Transport, transport. They speak with an Australian accent in Denpasar. So I don't see all the hubs. I hope I don't have to do it manually. I'm going to give Sydney a shot. Don't expect anything good. Yeah, that's too low, 72.40. So I am going to do Indonesia. You could pick any airport and then click stopover and then New Zealand. And I will just have to check everybody. This is enough. The 380 plus double 400, which is 800, plus triple this. So it's 380. It goes up to 1200, 1350. And the planes do 600 per flight. So that's perfect. The ticket price is okay. I wish it were higher. And then I'm going to go to details, maintenance. Right now, I can't depart because the seating is wrong. The 57 divided by 2, and it's going to be 30. And then the 412 is going to be like 200 something. Okay, so I'll leave it at that. That's enough for a round trip. Okay, so I go to fleet. I go to parked. Going to look for Madrid. I saw another one here. I'm going to do Indonesia. Pick anything. Hit stopover. Do New Zealand. Blenheim. 80.79. That's a good price. And we got the 500 plus another 5. That's 1,000. Plus triple that. That's enough for a round trip. Go to details. Go to maintenance. Go to modify. 71, divide that by 2 is going to be like 36. And then the 289 divided by 2 is 140 something. I'll do 148. And the 196 is plenty. Okay. I will go to my parked, and I'm looking for Madrid. Got 3 more. And then I will do Indonesia. And the reason why I know it's Indonesia is because I did the first flight manually, and it was Kuala Lumpur, and I happen to know that Indonesia is in that area. Christchurch, we already got 2 flights going through there, so I'm going to do Dunedin. 78.61. You want to see if I can do better than that? Gisborne. 80.80. That's good because it's in the north. And in terms of the passenger demand, there's not enough. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, there is. There's enough. Okay, so we've got 144, which is 72. So it's going to be 72 one way, 72 on the return trip. The 91 divided by 2, I'm going to make it 46. And the 292, double that, and it's 580, which is enough. It fits. Going to go to parked. Should have two more. Go to Indonesia. And then hit stopover. And then hit New Zealand. You got to remember the last town. This is good. It's above my minimum, which is 7,900. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is going to be enough, but it is going to be close. Maybe what I could have done is check the city names on the map beforehand. So 33, divide that by 2. I'm going to put it at 18. And then the 328 is going to be 164. It's better to fill a seat than have an empty first class seat. It's better to fill with the economy than have a first class that's empty. So the 218, we double that, it's 436. So we don't really have enough. So I'm going to kick this up a little. This is going to bring it up to 420. I'm going to bring this, I'm going to leave that the way it is. This is going to be up to 340. This is going to be up to 412. I'm sure it's going to be fine. So we're going to run a few passengers short on those flights, depending on what my marketing is. So you see my marketing is 92. If my marketing were like 98, I'd be short a couple passengers. But because it's 92, it's not going to matter. Okay, we're going to parked. Got one more left. Gonna go to Indonesia. Gonna go to Babbo. Hit the stopover. Go to New Zealand. And then Hamilton. 80.55, that's really nice. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We got plenty for the route. Go to details. Go to maintenance. Go to modify. Hit these. 210 divided in half. I'm going to put 106. And then the 191, I'm going to put like 96. And then 90. We got plenty. So again, you have to put your seats at half the demand because it's a 12-hour flight. It's actually 14 hours. That means that every day, if it does a round trip, I will be able to carry passengers. And the flight time is going to improve because I probably did something that's going to make the plane faster when I did the modification. I'm not sure if it increases the speed. So now the other issue is I have two aircraft. in Madrid going to the same place, which is Christchurch, and one of them is actually taking a longer route. So I'm going to take this one and I am going to ground it. And hopefully, when I get there, I will remember to do the maintenance to put it on another route. So it says 79.90, and this one says 79.90. They're both going to fly, but the problem is the demand is going to be used up because they're both flying. If I do a round trip, there's not going to be enough people, as far as I know. Okay, so I fixed that. That's Madrid, Spain. I've got so many hubs. Like I've got like 20 hubs, more than 20 hubs. 29 hubs. Having more hubs means you can get better ticket prices because you only fly on the best routes for each hub. So if you're here, you in Spain, Madrid has two large airports. Both of them should be pretty good. You want to be in the Madrid area to go to Christchurch. You want to go to Sydney, Australia. I don't know what airport you got to be at. Maybe it's going to be Lisbon. I'm not sure. But that's basically it. That's the sweet spot for Europe. A lot of people play with Christchurch, New Zealand, because they want to get the longest flights going into Europe. And the longest flight goes into Spain. And when you realize that, when you say, hey, this is my best flight, I'm getting the best ticket price from Christchurch to Madrid, then you look at buying Madrid, which means you might have good flights going back. That's how I found Gaborone, which is over here, because I went to Hawaii. From Hawaii, you go back to Gaborone. So you get the flights to Hawaii, and from Hawaii, you get the flights coming back to Gaborone. But it's better to go from Gaborone to Hawaii. Okay, so that's how I found Madrid, and I wish you the best of luck. Maybe someday I'll do European domestic. If you want to see my North America domestic flights, you can see what they look like over here. I'm sorry I can't, don't know how to get rid of the flight path. But you can get an idea here of how the planes are flying out. Okay, so that is Madrid, Spain. If you have any questions or comments, please post below. And don't forget to go to cheapbooks.com to search for books and textbooks.